Raise your glass, remember who you are, and join the Brotherhood.
Groaned, the lanterns flickered low when the giant walked inside the pub looking for a foe. I've drunk the lakes of Connemara, I've drunk the Shannon dry. Is there a man in this here place who looked me in the eye? He grabbed a barrel for a cup and drained it in a wink. He didn't even stop for breath, he didn't even blink. I'm looking for a challenger, he bellowed with a roar, while every brother in the place was staring at the floor. Then little Seamus stood up tall, a rascal through and through. He said, I've got a thirsty lad that's twice as big as you. We'll drink until the morning light, we'll drink until we fall, and see who is the king of every tavern in the hall. They went through casks of golden ale and vats of ancient rye, while every star began to dance across the Irish sky. The giant started wobbling, his eyes began to spin, while Seamus just poured himself another measure in. Fill the lake, make him shake, he's a giant in the mountain, but a baby in the pub. He couldn't stand the rhythm and he couldn't stand the grub. With the brothers all a-cheering and the fiddle playing fast, we found the only legend that was built for to last. At 6 o'clock the giant gave a monumental sneeze and tumbled to the sawdust on his massive shaky knees. Unbeaten by a little man, he whispered with a groan and headed for the mountains for to be a bit alone. So if you see a fellow who is acting like a king, just let him to the counter and just let the music ring. For there isn't any giant and there isn't any foe that a Celtic Pub Brotherhood can handle in a go. Big man, small cup, never let the spirit in. He's going down. Oh, he's a giant in the mountain, but a baby in the pub. He couldn't stand the rhythm and he couldn't stand the grub. With the brothers all a-cheering and the fiddle playing fast, we found the only legend that was built for to last. He's down, he's out, without a shadow of doubt. Shadow of doubt. The silver's for the merchants and the gold is for the kings, but the brotherhood is made of much more permanent of things. It's written in the shadows and it's tempered in the flame, a bond that has no ending and a bond that has no shame. If you're standing in the darkness or you're fighting in the rain, I'll be the one to carry half the burden of your pain. For a promise made in winter is a promise kept in spring, the only kind of jewelry that a Celtic soul will bring. We've crossed the stormy waters and we've walked the weary mile, but we've never lost the magic of a brother's honest smile. From the hammer to the fiddle, from the cradle to the grave, the spirit of the island is the only thing we save. We're a wall of solid granite, we're a forest of the pine, standing with our backs against the wall. For a brother is a fortress that the wind can never shake, and a bond of Celtic iron is a bond you cannot break. We'll toast to all the living and we'll toast to all the dead, with a circle made of glory and a word that's never said. The Celtic Pub Brotherhood, a legacy of fire, taking every one of us a little bit of higher. I am you. Hey. You are me. Hey. Strength in it. Our unity for the clan. That's real. They say the island's sleeping, they say the fire's low, but they don't see the embers that are starting for to glow. We've got the blood of giants and the lightning in our veins. We're the ones who broke the shadows and we're the ones who broke the chains. From the cliffs of Moore's glory to the heart of Dublin town, there isn't any mountain that can keep a brother down. We're the echo of the thunder, we're the spirit of the storm, and we're keeping all the traditions beautiful and warm. So raise your voices higher till the stars begin to shake. We're the only kind of magic that the devil couldn't break. We're the fiddle for a weapon and a chorus for a shield. We're the masters of the forest and the masters of the field. It's a land of ancient secrets, it's a land of modern pride, with a million Celtic brothers always walking by our side. We don't bow to any master and we don't fear any foe, for we've got the green of Ireland everywhere we go. Hearts of oak, souls of fire, taking us a little higher. Oh, we're the lions of the emerald, the rulers of the gale, the ones who tell the story and the ones who tell the tale, with the bagpipes screaming freedom and the spirit flying high. We're the kings of all the island till the day the oceans dry. Hey! So let the trumpets hollow and let the banners unfurl. We're the brightest bit of magic in the middle of the world. We'll protect flying high, we're the kings of all the island till the day the ocean's dry. Stand proud, sing loud, the bravest in the When the night grows cold and the hills stand tall, when the shadows creep and the old ghosts call, we gather round with a burning spark, a flame that cuts through the deepest dark. Our boots hit ground with a thunder's roar, our hearts beat loud like the waves ashore. For every soul that fought their part, we dance as one with iron hearts. Let the war dance start, rise up, feel the beating heart. Step, step through the tearing dark. This is the dance of the iron heart. For air, let the whole earth hear. We stand as one with no more fear. Fire up, tear the night apart. This is the dance of the iron heart. The mountains shake with the steps we take. The rivers hum as the spirits wake. The ancient drums, they return again. A call for women, a call for men. With every stomp and every cry, the old world trembles, the young world flies. We're carved from stone, from flame and dart. We march as one with iron hearts. Fire up, let the war dance start. Rise up, feel the beating heart. Step, step through the tearing dark. This is the dance of the iron heart. For air, let the whole earth hear. We stand as one with no more fear. Fire Across the hills their shadows ran, a storm, a roar, an ironclad. Their boots struck ground in a pounding beat, a dance of fury, a war-born feat, and every step like beating flame, carved legends in era's name. Rise up, red-haired legends stand, step hard, shake the ancient lands, fire burns when their feet touch sand. Rise up, the red-haired lane for real, let the world ignite, stand strong, face the coming night, hear the drums, hear the battle's light. Rise up, the red-haired legion. Rise up, the red-haired legion. They dance their rage on the open field, their will unbroken, their hearts unsealed. The enemies trembled at their cry, a burning host that would not die. From ancient days to the modern fight, their spirits march like a living light. And when the land calls every soul, the red-haired legion takes control. Rise up, red-haired legion stand, step hard, shake the ancient lands, fire burns when their feet touch sand. Rise up, the red-haired legion for air, let the world ignite, stand strong, face the coming night, hear the drums, hear the battle's light. Rise up, the red-haired legion. Rise up, the red-haired legion. Rise up, step hard, for air, legion. Rise up, red-haired legion stand, step hard, shake the ancient lands, fire burns when their feet touch sand. Rise up, the red-haired legion for air, let the world ignite, stand strong, face the coming fight, drums of flame in the Irish night. Rise up, the red-haired legion. Rise up, the red-haired legion.
When the iron moon climbs the frozen sky and the old gods watch with a silent eye, we march as shadows carved from stone, a legion born of blood and bone. Our boots fall hard on the trembling ground, a pulse, a roar, a war-bound sound. Through mist and flame, through death and doom, we rise beneath the iron moon. Rise, shadows of the iron moon. Strike, let the drums consume. Step by step through fire and gloom, we From fields where ashes kiss the wind, from hills where ancient fires begin, we rose with smoke upon our skin, the sons of flames that burn within. The ground beneath was cracked and scarred, the sky above was battle charred, but through the blaze the drums resound. We are the sons of burning ground. Burn bright, let the earth shake loud. Step hard, we are fire and sound. For air, let the drums resound. We are the sons of the burning ground. Rise up when the dark comes down. We stand unbroken, battle bound. Burn bright, let the world be found by the sons of the burning ground. We dance where fire carved the night, where shadows bled into the light. Our boots made sparks on shattered stone, a dance of warriors fully grown. Through in rage and blood and bone, we forged a kingdom of our own. The ancient spirits hear our sound, the sons of fire, the burning ground. Burn bright, let the earth shake loud. Step hard, we are fire and sound. For air, let the drums resound. We are the sons of the burning ground. Rise up when the dark comes down. We stand unbroken, battle bound. Burn bright, let the world be found by the sons of the burning ground. Step, burn bright, for fire rise. Burn bright, let the earth shake loud. Step hard, we are fire and sound. For airs call the hills resound. We are the sons of the burning ground. Rise up when the night comes down. We fight as flames that won't be drowned. Burn bright, let the world come round to the sons of the burning to the sons of the burning ground. From the fields of gold to the seaside air, from the stony road to the mountains fair, we march as one with a burning stride, a fire rising deep inside. Our boots hit ground with a thunder's beat, a dance of strength, a war-born feet, and every voice grows higher, higher. We move within the rising fire. Rise up, let the fire inspire. Step hard, lift the spirit higher. For air, let the
drums begin to pound. Our courage shakes the very